Everybody, how are you? How are you? My name is Wayne, and you're still watching Inside Fail On. You know where I am today? Maurice M. Pine Public Library. Why, you ask? Because there's a couple of new shows going on here that I haven't covered yet. But there's something actually a little bit more exciting than just the shows, even though that's probably the same reason. You see this case over here? If you've been around, you may have noticed that these are all new. And why might that be the case? Because of this young lady right over here. Emiliana, say hi to everybody, please.
Hello, my name is Emiliana Tuohey. I am the coordinator here at the Pine Gallery in Fair Lawn in the Maurice M. Pine Public Library on level C. And we have something very exciting. We've been trying for many years to get some glass cases in for pottery, ceramics, and our friends of the library actually donated glass cases for us so we can have exhibits here at the Pine Gallery.
Now, before you keep on going, I just want you to know, we're going to meet the artist that actually got involved with this because I want you to, and I want you to see some of the work. But from what you're saying, these are sort of like a permanent display up here, just changing the art.
Yes.
Is that sort of the idea?
So the idea is, any artist or ceramic will be displayed here in the glass cases. They'll be showcased, and the artists will show what they have, and they can also sell. So if anyone is interested, they can contact the artist. This month's artist is Baig. She's going to be displaying here from July 11th through August 15th.
And we're going to get a chance to meet her very soon,
yes,
which is
you're
kind
going
of
to have
nice.
a chance to meet her. She has a lot of beautiful pieces that she has made. She's going to tell you more about it when Wayne talks to you about her.
That sounds good. I just want to let people know that this is a new thing that's going on here.
Yes.
So new as also permanent, which is kind of nice.
Yes.
Thank you for all the things that you do. You bring art to Fail On a very positive way. And folks, we're going to meet two artists that are having displays right here. But I'm going to say goodbye to Em before she just runs away from me. Thank you.
Bye-bye. Take care. Thank you.
Folks, stay with me. Don't go away. All right, you just saw me speaking with Emiliana about something new that's going on here, and I'm going to get involved with that more in a little while. But on the other side of the gallery here, we have some incredible artwork, and I have a feeling this young lady over there who's not quite sure she wants to talk to me is one of our artists. Introduce yourself. Say hi to everybody, please.
Hi, my name is Elka Dinofrio.
Now, you have a show that's been up here for a little while. I'm sorry I missed the grand opening. I hear it was fabulous. But it'll be running for a couple more weeks. So I figured that thank you for coming down so we could just meet the artist, because I always think that's special. Tell me a little bit about yourself.
Well, thank you very much. I am Bergen County resident since 1960. And I love to paint, especially during COVID. Painting took up a lot of my time. And
Actually, it's probably almost a catalyst for that, I would think, being inside a little bit more than normal.
Yes, well, I love to paint anyway.
Okay.
But yes, the COVID gave me a lot more free time to enjoy what I do.
And speaking of some of the things I saw when I was just walking down, I see a lot of scenery stuff, and I think flowers. Is that maybe something that's, like, for example, the one we're standing in front of now? Tell me about this. Nice and loud.
I was in Vancouver with a girlfriend, and she had a meeting to go to one day, and I went to the Capilano Suspension Bridge Park, and I took this photograph. And
this is from a photograph?
This is from a photograph that I took in Canada, and it just, the atmosphere was so beautiful and so compelling.
It looks
to me.
serene and very mysterious at the same time.
Well, thank you very much.
I like that. As a matter of fact, sometimes when I ask people, you take a photograph on location and then you go back to your studio maybe and paint the image from the photograph as well in your mind?
Well,
something
like this, because it's so large, is very hard to do on site, because when you're painting outdoors, the light changes constantly.
Plus the amount of time you need to finish something like that too.
This took me almost a year to complete.
Oh, wow.
I would never have been able to go there every day and paint the same thing. So, especially with the atmosphere that constantly changes.
Do you have one where we can take a look at? That's maybe something that you like for me to see? I'm right behind you.
Sure. I grow a lot of flowers. I have big gardens, and I like to paint flowers.
I think that's a wonderful theme. Okay, something else that you want me to see.
So here are some sunflowers in a pottery jar. I actually did not do this during COVID. I did this at the Ridgewood Art Institute, it was I had just found out that I had cancer, and this was the painting that came out of that.
Out of that vibe that you've had.
And so I'm fine. I was very, very fortunate to catch it early, but this was kind of a painting that came out of that shock of that news.
I think I was reading a little bit about you, where sometimes you like to add something that's a little bit different than the norm of what people may see, like a little extra stuff to the picture, a little accessorizing. That was there, but okay.
Okay. Well, like perhaps the fallen.
Yes, exactly. There's a few things that you add into the picture
yes.
instead of that. Somebody would paint the vase without that on the bottom, for example.
Exactly.
How do you feel with people looking at your work, by the way?
It's like being naked in public. So, but
Okay,
it's
good
also
thing this is a family show. You don't have any pictures of that. That's good.
no. But it's also very it's good to let the work breathe and
Like a good wine.
be out in public.
Like a good
Like
wine.
a good wine, exactly.
Exactly, yeah.
So and to see it in public and being scrutinized by other people, you see it differently yourself.
Do you happen to know how long the show is running here until?
Until
I think the end
I'm
of
gonna
August,
say,
isn't it?
Yeah, the 28th, I believe.
Okay,
yes.
near the end of August.
Yes,
Okay,
till the
okay.
end of August.
Suppose people maybe want to just reach out to you. You got a number?
I do.
Maybe written down somewhere?
I do. It's
Go ahead.
551-246-5580.
Can you say it one more time?
I can. It's 551-246-5580.
Thank you very much for chatting with me, Elka. I think it's always a pleasure just to sometimes meet the artist, because you don't always get an opportunity to do that. The work is up here. I'm going to always let people know how to get involved. Keep on doing what you're doing, okay?
Thank you so much.
Thank you, too.
Thank you.
Okay, folks, stop by here, but I'm not done with our little walkthrough, because on one of the things I spoke about earlier is that there's a new area for exhibiting things, and I'm going to walk over here, and we were talking about these cases, and guess what? I think I found the person maybe involved with this. Megan, is that you?
Yes.
Hi, how are you?
Doing well, thanks. How are you?
Thank you for stopping by. First, just introduce yourself to everybody.
My name is Megan Baig, and I've lived in Ridgefield Park for about 4 years now.
Now, I understand that everything that we're seeing in these nice new display cases, ceramic, pottery kind of thing, these are all you. How did you get started doing this kind of stuff?
Well, I majored in ceramics back in college. I went
Okay.
to Massachusetts College of Art and Design up in Boston. Graduated about 12 years ago. And then I just seriously picked it up again when I moved to New Jersey, and I was able to have studio space.
Now, I understand if you're involved with a project like this, you most like to work with your hands. Is
Yes.
that true?
Yes, you get
Kind
very
of,
muddy.
you kind of get your hands into it all, the clay.
Absolutely.
Keep on walking back a little bit. Let me just take another look at another case. Oh, by the way, here's her name. Yes, she actually has her name. Yes, I know. Some more examples. Is it easier or harder to work with something that's a little bit tiny? Because you have it on, you have to use your foot and spin things around. Is that sort of how that goes?
Yeah, these pieces are made on the wheel. So,
On
I mean,
the
it's
wheel.
just a pedal foot. It's just like you would do it like in a car. And then centering is probably the hardest part to get the hang of. But once you have that, it's
To get it centered so it's not uneven as it
all
goes
over the
around.
place, yeah. So you need nice even walls to bring them up.
How long
And
did it
then
take, how many tries did it take for you to get it to go like
It
that?
took me half a semester to learn.
Half
how
a
to
semester, half a semester to get that.
But
Well,
once
folks,
you get it, you get it.
Just so you know, see how nice they actually come out? And you also, I guess, have your own current kiln in order
Yep.
to like fire them up? Is that how you say that?
Yep, I have a kiln that's probably about this big in the garage. It heats up the whole house, and it's great.
So you should do most of your work during the wintertime.
I try to, yeah.
keep every-
It's easier when my daughter's in school also.
Now, you have one more item that we took out of the case. Get on the side of it. Tell me a little bit about this for a second, because this looks really nice too.
So this one is hand-built, actually. So this wasn't made on the wheel. It was a slab of clay.
Oh,
And then
oh.
I formed the rim with the pottery form. And then these are all painted by hand and then carved out with the technique called sgraffito.
What's the technique called?
Sgraffito.
Sgraffito?
Sgraffito. It's Italian, I think.
Does it mean handmade or maybe
I think it
something
means
like
like
that?
to scratch the clay away. So you
Wow.
usually you could also have like the entire piece painted, and then you scratch away a design underneath.
How do you feel with people looking at your work? It's okay,
It's
but
exciting.
it's crazy, but a good crazy, right?
Yeah, it's a good crazy.
Well, I think having an opportunity for people to see what you do is important. I know you've been involved with some of the things here in Fairlawn, like Art in the Park and Arts Ample. That's another
Yeah.
way of showing off to the public. Suppose somebody from the public, by the way, wants to be able to reach you. You got a number or a phone or an email, something we can reach out?
Yes, I have an email address. Just it's my studio name, ladybigstudio@gmail.com.
Okay, we're going to put that down so people can see it. Thank you for chatting with me for a moment.
Thank you.
Good luck with what you're doing. I always try to support art, and you hang out. I'll talk to you soon. Okay?
All right,
Thank
thank
you.
you.
Now, folks, that's exactly what I'm talking about. We have artists all over the place. The exhibit up here, one is running to, I think, the second week of August. This one over here is running to about the 28th or so. Come by Maurice M. Pine Public Library. We're right here on level C, I believe it is. And I always want to thank Emiliana for doing all the hard work that she does for years to making sure we can have art being supported in Fairlawn. So look for me. I'll be coming around your neck of the woods real soon. Until we meet again, my name is Wayne Robbins. I'll see you next time inside